Okay, let's hope that this goes a little faster because I just can't get my mind to work today. My brain. Okay, here we go. We got to do the little credit for Slipstream. And pin that bad boy. Okay, did I forget anything? No. Okay, at least I hope I didn't. I think I forgot everything this time. Maybe, possibly, could be. All righty. Boy, we've got a lot of work today. I hope I can do it. I hope I can remember what I'm even here to do. Boy. Okay, I've got my announcements. I've got my music ready to go. I've got the game ready to go. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what it is. But that's okay, because we'll figure it out. Let's get into this, shall we? We're going to go right on into the playing. And there we go. We've got a game screen, so we're good there. Let's get some music. We need some music. We're going to listen to Ringo. And the album is This Is the Sign You've Been Looking For. All right, I got loud music, loud noise outside, so hopefully that's not too loud on the stream. Let's check our audio levels. You can just barely hear it in the background, and it looks like I'm about redlining, so let's move the mic a little further away from me. Okay, oh yeah, and let's move a little further away from the TV maybe, right about there, shall we? Let's try that. Hello, Maya, welcome to the stream. You were on my last stream, were you not, or am I mistaken? I think I remember your name. If I'm not remembering, I apologize. I apologize for the background noise. Please let me know if it's too loud. I have people outside the apartment ripping up the asphalt, and it's very loud. So I got something trippy to show you. Oh, I need to get your chat window up. I knew I forgot something, but that's a minor thing. Now let's turn the music down just a pinch. Right about there, I think. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Okay, now I can see you in my chat window. Even the dogs are bopping their head to the music. I got something trippy to show you. I'm figuring out how to use this. Free cam. So now you can kind of get an idea of what we're going to work on today. Isn't this cool? Take a look at that from a distance. I think we have about got it figured out where we want it, although this gray is a little bit more than I wanted in there. But what we're going to do today is pretty simple. We're going to swap this around. I put concrete up here. I think the concrete needs to mix in either right here or possibly right here. And then I need to put the calcite on top. So I just got to remember my pattern, and we'll work on that today. That's the plan. But here's a nice little 360 view of the biggest project that I've ever worked on. Well, I kind of worked on a big project last season, but it didn't get as far as this. This is the biggest that I've gotten that, actually, I think it is actually bigger because of this village here that we're working on, the farms that I've done, the starter house. Yeah, I think this might actually be bigger. So let's get back into my head here and turn that off. And let's get to work. We'll go right on up and we'll grab out our concrete. We took a long time to make some concrete. We just got to figure out the best spot to put it. Now that I know how to use FreeCam a little bit better, I can use that to help me do what I need to do. I think I'm going to turn the music down a little bit more. It seems like it's a little bit loud. It's kind of overriding the voice here. It's really good music, but it's not quite the right loudness. Please let me know if there are any issues on your end at all or anything that's interfering with your experience, and I do apologize for any machinery noise in the background. Good. Looks like we only have 4 on here. Won't take very long for us to tear this down, and then we'll just put it in a different spot. And then I would need to figure out our deck. I think we've got the height about where we want it. So what I've got to do next is get in our observatory deck, of course. Get that done and get the light part done. And I think what we're going to use is glowstone for now. I don't think I can get sea lanterns or anything fancier. I can go to my friend Ray Cactus's base and see if he has some sea lanterns I could buy. I might consider that, but I think I can just get glowstone and that would probably be just fine. In fact, I even have some already. We're going to need massive amounts, and I have not figured out how the light design is going to look right now. But I think it's going to be 4 directions of a big lens with the glowstone, maybe some glass in front of it. Of course, the top part's going to stick out a bit. It's going to be done in copper. I don't know if we're going to age the copper or leave it, or just let it age naturally, or then reverse it, or what we're going to do, but I'm going to probably just leave it to age naturally. And that's what's going to be at the top of this. We're going to even use copper as much as we can for the railing. I think we can use copper and chains, but if not, we'll use just copper and figure out something else. Or we'll use iron railing and then maybe enhance it with a little bit of copper lightning rods. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I have an idea in my head. But I spend a lot of time in my private world. I'm just trying to unwind and, relieve stress and feel a little better about things. And I'm really into my private world right now, so I lose the theme sometimes. I lose the story plot for what I'm doing, because I'm so busy doing this other thing that I just kind of forget where I was. I have to kind of reconnoiter and figure out where I get my bearings, basically, about what I'm building, what I'm doing. Oh, please don't fall off. If we fall off, we die very terribly, and it will not be fun for me. I have not figured out how to use FreeCam while moving around. What I mean by that is I can turn on FreeCam and walk around. I know how to do that. But I don't know how to move while looking at myself from a different angle. That's just really tough for me. This is a good album here to start our little evening off with. Alright, I think it's bedtime. Let's go get the rest of our blocks. They're going to be scattered all over the place, and there's probably going to be some bad guys out here. Get as many of these as we can. Keep an eye out for the bad guys. I don't see any right now. I think this will complete the tower on this stream. I don't think we'll have any more work to be doing on the tower. I think that will be done when we finish this stream. And the next task will be to work on the balcony and finish up the living quarters. I do see a block there. I don't see any blocks down here on the ground. I've seen them floating around in here before, but I don't see any. Let's grab every one that we can. I know this is a bit of an extra bit of stuff going on here, but we need those blocks so we don't waste them. Took a lot of resources to make the concrete for that. Either I fell somewhere and hit really hard, or that bad guy hit like a truck, because I was really low on health all of a sudden. I will get a stairwell in here if I have the time, and I remember, and I get other projects handled. We gotta get a stairway in here, man. But yeah, this middle portion here, it might be a little bit too long on the gray, so I might extend this polished stone down. But that's a touch-up. I wouldn't consider that a finishing thing, like we have to do that to finish it. I think just getting the general layout is fine, and we can tweak it later. All right, hopefully we can get the last of these blocks quickly and get back going. It is very hot in my room right now. I get the full sun right about this time, which is wonderful. I like the sunlight and I like the warmth, but with my computer in the room, it heats quickly and becomes a sweat box. It is not comfortable. And I'm always worried about my computer, you know. I don't know how much my computer is going to take before it goes heck with you and dies on me. Where did you even come from? Seeing a lot more guys down there than I should be. Not normally that active down there. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get up our platform. I think I have enough scaffolding. We're ready to go. We'll get our platform going and we'll slip in and we'll use FreeCam to help us see exactly what we're doing. We don't have to go running around it, which is going to make it much more efficient and less boring for you guys. Because all I have to do is enter into FreeCam mode, zip the camera around. And right now I have it where it cannot enter into solid blocks, so there's no cheating. Although I think I will change that to allow to enter into solid blocks, but I won't use it for cheating. We're going to try and put the concrete up here on the white level. I've had FreeCam on my system for a while, but I just never got around to using it. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I have no clue, but I almost said a swear word. We don't swear on this channel. What was I thinking? Okay, this isn't the right height. This is a child-friendly channel. Or at least I try to be. We're still... No, we're about right. Okay, this is where we need to be. The whites are right there. Okay, this is perfect. It's going to use up a lot of scaffolding, and I may not have enough. I might have to go make more. This is a big project here. Wow, it's really using up more than I thought it would ever have to. Good news is I should be able to remove some of the scaffolding that's supporting here because it won't be necessary. So that's the good news. As long as we don't hit the stairwell, we should be okay. Now this is where we might be hitting the stairwell. Not yet. Okay, we're good. Pretty sure that's safe. And now all I can do is grab these last 3. But some of these are extra that we don't need down there. So let's see what we can remove that it will let me remove without breaking the rest of it. I've learned that you can actually break scaffolding and reconnect it even after it's done its little pillar things. And that's really been helpful to me. Not 100% sure. They all look pretty supportive right now. Let's see what happens if I do this. We only lose 1 bop. Okay, well, let's see if we can fill that bop in. And of course, we need a way to get over there, but I think we're okay. It's a little bit narrow, but yeah, I think, no, it won't do it. I just have to jump or put a solid block in there. Okay. Fair enough. Guess what? We can just do that. How's that sound? Save myself some problems. All right, and we'll go ahead and see what else we can remove and finish this little thing out. We could add some more white for walkway supports, but I think we're good. Let's remove this one, see what happens. Yeah, we'll just have one little spot that won't have a space in it. This will work out good, and then we'll be able to walk around and easily work on our next 4 in our transition. We're going to leave the diorite right where it is because we're just going to mix the diorite with the concrete, and then we're going to use FreeCam. We're going to see how it looks. I'm actually getting kind of excited to be able to finish this part. That's a major accomplishment in my mind, you know? Okay, we now have a functional area from which to work. We've got just enough grip. We do need to recharge my silky, so we are going to have to take one real quick break and go find a way to deal with getting that thing recharged. And if they're done making noise outside, I'm going to go poke my nose out and see. I'll know shortly. I'm going to open my window so that it's a little less stuffy in here for me. All right, let's make this easy. There's no point in crawling downstairs forever. Although I should do an MLG, you know, get better at that. But this is just safer for me. I can't believe I used to think, and I was insisting that it was NLG and it's MLG. And I had it all completely wrong. Let's see if we've received any payment yet. I'm curious. No, I am afraid that Ray Cactus and Sir Marin have not been around doing anything of late. Okay, we're holding the one we want to charge. Okay. Gave us a little smooth stone, which we needed, and a pinch of charge, which we needed. We need more charge than that. I'm trying to think what else we can do. We do have some fish that we can sell and get a little bit that way. We can also work on our wood farm. Oh, I've got a bunch of extra oak, and I don't think I'm going to be using this oak anywhere, or very little of it if I am going to use it. Oh, I've got this jungle plank. We can get rid of that. It's all by itself, and I don't need that. We do need to grow some more spruce. We have 64 on there. We should probably grow another jungle. We have plenty of cherry. We don't need any more of those. All right, we'll go ahead and do some trades with our senior archers. Okay, I can't carry that much stuff. I'm running out of room, and I don't have any more room anywhere, and I need this with me. I need the andesite and the stone. Let's go take a nap. I think I left myself some chests in the archer place. Alright, I think my music has stopped, so we need to go get some music. But first we're going to go down to the archer town and make ourselves a few gems and get ourselves a little experience. That will help us to repair this tool. I hear really light music, but it's really quiet and I can barely hear it. No, I did not give myself any chests. This is gonna... Oh, I did give myself a chest. Oh, here. What am I thinking? Okay, so this will be simpler than it looks. All we have to do is just stash a few of these at a time. We'll just use this, and we'll grab ourselves a bunch of sticks. Music has spooled up again, so that's good. This should be enough to help me fix my pick. What are you guys all talking to each other about, huh? Quick and dirty way to fix my pick. Master, here we have an apprentice, so let's work on the apprentice next. I didn't know we had an apprentice still down here. Alright, well that got me 16, and I'm about halfway on strength on my, well, I'd say more like a third on my pick. Alright, you can have your workstation, I don't care. Oh, give me your attitude, why don't you? Hey, Mr. Apprentice, we're going to work with you next. I got to see if I need to buy some arrows while I'm down here. It looks like I'm about out. It won't hurt me to buy any now. So, let's buy them from the journeyman. Alright, we'll put the rest of the stuff in here, and that gave me about 2/3 power. Good enough. We can finish our work with that. And I don't even have to use the silky, I can use my other one, which is even stronger. I only need the silky when I'm trying to do the stone and stuff, because I don't want to turn that into cobble and then have to recook the stuff. So we'll put the gems away for now. Oh, did you guys check out my llama? Check this out, man. I didn't even know it. I heard something about that you can give him like a special carpet, and I did. And I put a chest on him, and now he's got a little mask. Hello, Barry. Welcome to the stream. I am so glad to see you, man. How are you doing? And are you sore today, or are you feeling all right? It's been a long time, and I'm happy to see you. Please let me know if you're experiencing any issues at all with the stream. Okay, so I will fill you in on what we're doing. I'm going to check to see if it's nighttime yet. Not yet. It says it's daytime, just turned daytime. So this is what we're working on, Barry, and I'll get into free cam when I get in here where it's safe, so give me a second here. I've been learning how to use free cam, so now I don't have to take you guys with me when I go way out into the ocean to go and take a look at stuff. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to take some concrete and we're going to put that over here in this area where this white is meeting. We're going to leave the diorite where it is, and we're probably going to leave this polished diorite where it is, although I'm not sure on that. I might remove that and make that more consistent. Not 100% sure yet, but we're going to replace that with concrete. We're going to see how that looks, and we're going to do that by entering into FreeCam right here. And now I can just zoom out here and I can move around, and this is a 360 degree of our lighthouse. How it's looking so far. The one thing I can see, and I'm sure you'll agree that's missing, is we need some more of that smooth stone in that section right there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and move everything down by one and put some smooth stone in there. I had the concrete on top, but it didn't look quite right. So we're going to put that in there. Then we're going to figure out our deck for our lighthouse and get that built. So that's the plan for today. Oh, your donations are very helpful and motivating, Barry. Thank you very much for them. That's actually going to help out quite a lot. A lot of things that I need to take care of, including replacing my mouse at some point. So, right now I'm saving them, saving the funds, but definitely going to be making full use of those. I'm not sure I'm alright. Okay, glad to hear that. No issues, none's out of Zilchix. Good. Concrete. Thank you. I've been working on the gradient stuff, trying to learn from B-dubs. I am going to really quickly go down. Let's make this quick. Let's not be slow about it. I'm going to go down and grab some diorite. I'm going to real quickly go ahead and I need to change the music too. Oh, sorry, dog. I didn't mean to squish you. I'm going to replace those polished diorite with regular diorite. I don't really want them bleeding up into there, so I think in here somewhere I should have some diorite. I do not. Where do I suppose that I've put my diorite at? Yeah, this took a while and I had to redo a lot of work, a lot of stuff that I had done before, but I think I'm happier with the results and I'm glad that it's looking good. This has been a lot of work. It's one of my biggest projects and certainly one of the biggest ones that that I actually am close to completing. If the server stays up long enough, I should be able to complete this, so. We are, of course, listening to Slipstream. I have Ringo on. This is a sign you've been waiting for, but I am done with that album, so I'm going to go to another one. See what we have. I got Diablo-inspired gaming soundbox, Chill Pill, inspirational pop, Queen Bee. Let's take a look at Queen Bee, or take a listen to Queen Bee. No, not really me. Oh, Summer of Long, oh, vintage pop? No, I don't think we want vintage. How about instrumental electronic beats? It's called instrumental electronic beats. Turn up the volume a bit. Can't barely hear it. Okay, I am going to check, see if it's time to sleep yet, and I'm going to walk away from the mic for just a second. I'm going to go see if I can put a fan in the window. I'll be right back. I gotta take a quick bathroom break. I'm gonna put on the chat window. Yeah, Scar called it a little bit of chocolate. I think he called it chocolate. That was Scar's word for that texture. He always thought the dark oak was chocolate. Alright, let's stare out the window so you have something to look at pretty. And we'll go into the chat window. And I'll make sure that you can also see the game on here. I don't know if there's anybody else for you to chat with, but I'll be right back. I'm only going to be a minute or two. I'm back. Ooh. Readjusting. Can you hear me now? All right, hopefully it's not too close or too far away and good enough away from the TV. Now let's make sure I remember to put into the play screen. Yeah, I never thought I would say this. Never ever thought I'd be in a position to say this, but I'm actually looking forward to my run tonight. I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know how I'm going to run through where they're digging up all the asphalt, if it'll be safe or not. I'm a barefoot runner, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. I hope I have the time to get a run in. I also have a contest to enter over at Night Cafe. I wanted to enter that and get a entry ready. But for right now, we're working in here. And I'm going to check and make sure everything's dialed in and working properly, and check all my auto levels and everything else here. Sun is shining. I love that, how the sun just shines through there. Everything looks good here. Audio levels look good. I'm not sure about the music, but we'll live with it for now. It's inspirational. Looks like my levels are good. I see the mic moving pretty good, so you guys will let me know if I'm making your ears bleed, I'm sure. We forgot something. Can you guys guess what I forgot? We forgot to get some calcite. We need some calcite to plug in these extra holes that we've got. Thankfully, we don't have to go far to get it. It's right over here. That's polished diorite. It's on top of the dog's head. Oh, now the dog is in the boat. Well, that's not going to help me any. I don't want the dog in the boat. And now he's back to sit mode again. When he's in the boat, he's not in sit mode, but when he's out of the boat, he's in sit mode again until I tell him otherwise. Love the doggies. I miss the dolphins. I've got dolphins in my private world. I'm always around. They're swimming around with them. In my private world, I'm also in a coral reef, so I have a lot of beautiful colors and I have those sea pickle lights. It's just a really nice, place. Okay, so I'm trying to think how I want to proceed here. This layer was meant to be, we started with what, mostly diorite? Is that what the plan was? And then it would go into calcite? Or do we want to move it down one? I think it should be staying the way it is, but we should add more diorite and less calcite is what I think we should do. So let's remove all the calcite for now. And of course we will have to go running around and fetch. FreeCam won't help us with that. And I'm going to replace all that with just diorite. We will have to replace the scaffolding, but we've got to fix this and get this area right. And right now, this isn't quite right. We want a layer of 4 with the first 2 being heavy diorite, light calcite, the next 2 being light diorite, and a heavy calcite. And then after that, we'll put in our concrete. That should look good, although there's no guarantee that I've got that figured out right. Oh, that went too high. Looks like I killed 2 there. Let's see if I can't get it with a little jump. Okay, I hear a car pulling into our parking lot, so the guys might be back to work, and if they are, I'll have to really quickly shut the window. Oh dear. Can't really see what I'm doing here very well. It's kind of hard to get a viewpoint. Alright, let's just remove this upper scaffolding for now because it's in the way and just going to cause me accidents. We don't need to be dying here. That won't help me out any. Not quite sure why I did it the way that I did this. Once we have the diorite in place, we'll be able to tell where we should place the calcite. Okay, this music right now is not really inspiring me at all, and I need something more inspirational. This actually reminds me vaguely of, I played Kingsfield back in the day on the PlayStation. For God, Concrete, Aw Man. What's the Aw Man in reference to? Something wrong? Anyway, I remember playing this first-person RPG called Kingsfield way back in the day. And music is reminiscent of that time period. Not this track, but the previous one. I think I might have to look and see if I can find a client-side mod that increases my reachability with the character. I am really getting frustrated with only being able to reach out like a handful of blocks. Like, not even a handful of blocks, like 2 or 3 blocks. I find that very frustrating. Okay, so I think the rest of this is good. We have polished diorite, and then we have the stone. I think our mixing here is good. We've got stone, and it graduates into polished diorite, which then graduates into diorite. And now diorite's going to graduate into our calcite. Now the next question is, do we want another extra layer of 2 around of the diorite to make sure that it all fits together really well? I don't know. I need to think about that one for a second. I'm not 100% sure. I don't even know if I have enough diorite to do it. Let's go see. Gotta sleep anyway. It's dark out. And I'll go look for some more music here in a minute. I have no other regular diorite here. I might have it somewhere else. We'll look around a bit and see what we've got. You had a PlayStation 3. I never got to have a PlayStation 3. I got a PS2 was my last PlayStation, and I had an Xbox 360. That was my last Xbox. I just did not have the funds at the time, but that will change. If I get a job, that's definitely going to be changing. I have got to get me some stuff. I'm taking a minute to look and see what I have here that I can pick. And I'm not finding a lot here. Did I try this game in chill lo-fi yet? I don't even remember. Been a while. Let's try this game in chill lo-fi. We'll go hunting for our stray blocks that we've got, and then we'll run around outside and we'll see if we've got extra diorite anywhere. I'm thinking I might have tried this. You gotta have the right groove, you know? It's very hard to build without the right groove. I'm digging this. I'll take it. Hopefully it's working for you guys. I don't see any stray blocks coming down at me, and I know that there were stray blocks that came down, but they must have either despawned or I'm missing them. I don't see them anywhere. A few probably ended up on the roof. Let's go up and see. Yeah, I like the little piano thing going on here. Nope, no one on the roof. That's a high roof, man. I took off all my health. Alright, let's eat this up here and get myself a... We'll go check my chest inside, see if we have any, but I don't see any extra diorite out here. So whatever stray blocks we had, we either picked them up or we lost them. Did you check out my llama berry? I think he looks cool. He's got a little mask on. He's got a little chest. But the noise that it makes when you give him a chest, it's highly disturbing. It's a little popping noise. It's really disturbing to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but just having this popping noise happen when I put a chest on a llama kind of freaks me out a little bit. So what games did you play on the PlayStation 3, Barry? And what was your favorite genre, if you had one? Yep, I have no extra diorite, so we can't do the idea that I was thinking of doing anyway. I have to go get some more diorite, and I don't have it at the moment, so we will not be doing that. We will just blend it in like we were planning and hope for the best. Because it looks like we are all out of diorite everywhere. I know where I could go borrow some and maybe buy it from the guy eventually or pay him for it, but too bad you can't take your polished diorite and turn it into non-polished diorite. Anyway, let's finish this up. Want to get the concrete in here, get our supports back up a little higher this time. And what I think I will do is I will remove the legs, and wherever things stand up, I'll leave them floating. Use the legs and go up a little bit higher to get to... I don't know if we can reach very well up there, so... all we want to do, it's pretty simple. We're just going to go around here. Just got to figure out where to start. And we want to bring in the occasional... I don't know if we want like a double... but something like this. We just want to bring in the occasional... scattering of calcite. But not everywhere. We want it to be kind of rare, not super, placed everywhere. Alright, let's see. I think for this one here, we might do something along the lines of this. Just break up the pattern, break up the routine a little bit. Hopefully this will work. And then we'll blend it into the concrete and we'll see what we've got from there. We'll go on a free cam in just a minute and see if we're close. Okay. I hear something running outside, but I don't know if it's one of the machines or if maybe somebody's running something across the street. There is a business that manufactures stuff across the street. I used the wrong block. And I'm wondering if that might be them, but I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. Is that big fat mama llama? Skylanders. Now, my favorite genre in particular, didn't play too many games. Revert stuff. I'm good at for block variants. Investigate everything. Okay. Well, then I'm curious, if you don't mind me asking, Barry, what drove you to get a PS3? Was it just because everybody else had it, all the cool kids had it, and you wanted to have one too? Or you just, you thought you might like some of the games on it, but you never really got around to playing them? That's one of the problems that I had. Or somebody got it for you and it just wasn't your thing, maybe? I'm just kind of curious. You know, what would drive you to put? I was actually at a point one time I wanted to go to, you know, the whole game technology show thing that they had back then, and I wanted to be a part of that. It was a big thing for me. I really wanted that, but it didn't work out. Okay, so now we're going to bring in some diorite here and there. Let's take a look from outside and see what we've got. This is trippy, I know. I think I can make it so I can pick up blocks. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can. So if I say yes and I go here, can I pick them up? Nope. Alright, well, it may also be server restrictions on it too. So I don't know how I'm going to get that stuck block there, but anyway, let's take a look at this. So yeah, we need to bring it up a little, and then we got to figure out how we're going to get these stuck blocks. I have no idea. I think we're going to lose them. Alrighty, so what I need to do is, I think like right here, we should probably poke in a single diorite. Seems to be a good idea for right there. Another one should go here. I don't really know how I'm going to get a hold of my missing blocks out there. That's going to be a tough one. I don't want to have too much of a pattern here. So let's poke this one out. And maybe that one. See if this helps smooth some of those rough edges. What's with this strange, whatever's going on here with this music? Used to hang out with some friends, played too much Skyrim. So Skyrim was your guy. I got you now. You're an RPG fan, and specifically a Skyrim fan. You'll be happy to know that I actually got Skyrim recently, and am probably going to be trying to do a series with it at some point. I was really into Morrowind. I worked really hard one summer to earn enough money to get myself a copy. And that was my jam, you know. I wanted to do Morrowind, and then I went into Oblivion, but it wasn't as big a deal for me as Morrowind was, but Morrowind was the one for me. Never really got to play Skyrim that much, but now I own it, and I definitely have it on the agenda to be, you know, playing with it. In fact, I got my first video done. I just haven't edited it and turned it into an episode or anything yet. I'm thinking maybe right here. We'll see how that looks. This one we'll remove and we'll move it up here. It's just hard to explain what I'm doing and make it understandable, but I'm trying to space it out so that these look good to me, and I don't know how to describe what look good to me means. That's a tough one. Let's zip out in the moonlight. I think we're close. And take a look. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So right here at this top level, so we're going to start blending in the concrete. And we're going to see if concrete fits there. That's the plan. Now we got to figure out how we're going to get all these blocks that are on the outside of this. I don't seem to be able to collect them with FreeCam. And I can't fly. I don't believe I have access to any game mode commands. So I can't put it in creative for a minute or two. But I know I've got some blocks on the roof and I got some blocks in other locations, so looks like we've got some spiders. So Skyrim was your jam. Well, you might have to give me some tips when I start playing it so that I can do a good job. There's guaranteed to be some creepers around here, so help me keep an eye out for them. Now I saw some blocks on the roof. Alright, and I'm not a fan of this music right now either, so I'm going to try and find something. Maybe I'll go with an ambient tonight. I've been avoiding the ambient. Not a huge fan of the ambient, but so one bad thing about this roof design is it makes it impossible to get up and down on a roof easily. Alright, well let's see if we can figure out we can use FreeCam to help me kind of see where I might have some stray blocks that need to be picked up. So we'll use FreeCam and see if we can't use that to hit with the scaffolding maybe to pick up these extra blocks that we want to pick up. Because we're a little short on diorite and we won't want to lose any of our diorite blocks. So let's see what we can accomplish here. FreeCam ought to at least help us determine where we need to go, where the blocks are stuck. I really don't like that. I should probably try to find a mod that gets rid of that feature where the blocks get stuck like that. Pops them out or something better. Alright, do we have any left that we can pick up? No, they just spawned already. We've lost them. They're gone. And I see no spare blocks, so that's it on that. We got what we could get. Let's finish up our job. Did you ever play Morrowind, Barry? Or Oblivion? I'm curious to know. Let's get rid of these floating blocks that we left. And I think we should make a little more scaffolding because we're going to need it, I think. Might as well make it more convenient for myself. Alrighty, got all of our scaffolding picked up. Let's get things ready for our next session, and we're going to go up. I believe we said we're going right up at the top, right above where those are, and then diorite's going to go in the holes. We're not going to need any, I mean not diorite, calcite. We're not going to need any more diorite right now. I will have to go mining to get more of it. But we will need calcite. That's all the calcite I have. Thought I had more than that. Well, let's hope one block of calcite's gonna be enough. That's not going to be easy to get more if I need it. Okay, so let's grab us some more. We don't need torches on me. We can put those over here. We don't need a lead on me. We do need the bucket of water. We do need the crafting table and the food. Let's go see if I can create some more scaffolding. I don't need to create much. Just a little bit to get me by. Pretty sure I have no other calcite anywhere. Yes, we are all out of calcite, but we do have a little bit of bamboo. I'm making a small bit of scaffolding, so we have 3 stacks. I think it'll be good enough. I think that's gonna cover it, folks. Pardon my voice for breaking up there on you. One extra piece of scaffolding for seed. Oh, I'm losing my train of thought over here. But already that looks a lot better than what it was, so I'm happier with that. Never played Morrowind. What about Oblivion? You ever played Oblivion? You know, I've got to suggest that you give Morrowind and Oblivion a try, dude. But once you play those games, you're going to be addicted like you were when you played Skyrim. They're pretty good. I think that got him. he went sideways. Another thing I might want a mod for. I might want a mod that allows me to take out creepers with using the iron golems. Iron golems should go after any kind of monster. Don't want them killing, you know, mobs or whatever, like sheep and whatnot, but to definitely be killing off those creepers. Okay, so I want to get rid of this gunpowder, and the next thing I've got to do is find something different. I'm not really into this particular thing right now. Okay, those don't look good. What else do we've got? Certified plant mom? Might have tried this one before. Let's try it. It's called Deep Focus. Sounds about right. What do you guys think? I also recently got something called The Outer Reaches from Epic Games, and that's another RPG that's fairly epic, I guess. I think it's called Outer Reaches or Outer Realm. Outer something or other, but it looks fascinating. I'm looking forward to playing it. Get a lot of good games from Epic Games Store for free. Pretty happy with what I've got in a selection. Recently got Thief. Another series that I never got around to beating or playing much of. I'm a big fan of the Risen series, but I only played Risen Part 1 so far. I guess 2 and 3 are slightly different. Those games left an impression on me too, just like Morrowind did. Of course, I've done the whole Fable games. I've done that series. That series is something else too. Never got to play the online one. Curious about this mining one with the dwarves for Lord of the Rings that they've come out with. Might decide to play that at some point. That one's Return to Moria. Okay, let's put in the concrete and see what we think. I think the concrete level should start in here, and we'll mix it with as if it was the diorite. So we'll mix it in a similar fashion, kind of scattered in. Take our time and really think about where it's going to go and how it's going to be fit in there. Because we want it to mix in real good, and then it's going to go to a solid concrete after we do a mix level. So this is where we get a little difficult, because if I fall, I'm dead. Okay, let's try that, and we're gonna lose blocks because we can't get near them. I'm gonna try getting near these since they're sticking on this side of the wall. I can see them. Don't want to lose any more blocks if I can help it. We're gonna see how this transition looks. Using FreeCam, and I'm gonna stop talking every once in a while and just kind of zone out, and just because I'm really concentrating. So try to bear with me. I'm a little bit hyper focus mode here. Plus, you know, I've been having a lot of hard time trying to concentrate. Been tough. Last few days, especially. I'm getting better, I think, but it's been tough. Not been fun. Nobody likes sitting there trying to remember the word for something and not being able to do that. That's no fun for anybody. At least I don't assume it is. Now, if this doesn't blend here very well, then we might have to move it around a bit. Maybe move it down. I'm not sure where the white doesn't really look white, you know. So we gotta figure out where it should move. Alright, I think we're okay. I don't know yet for sure. We won't know till we do a poke out and take a look and see what we think. Yeah, I'm going to definitely be able to say that I played too much Morrowind by the time I get done with my too much Minecraft by the time I get done with my Minecraft phase. I mean, seriously. But I find the game so relaxing, and it helps me to, you know, recover after I've had a tough day or whatever, you know? Kind of nice. Alright, this one's a little tougher. I can't quite find the right way to mix it here, but we're almost through around the circle, and we can see what we need to change. Yeah, we're just about there, so that's good. We managed to get there. In fact, that should do it. So now what we gotta know is if our blending here is working and if we need to change anything out. So the next level is going to be more just solid concrete. And then I think we need a row of 2 just for the concrete. I think that will be good. I don't like moving forward because I'm so close to the edge. I keep worrying I'm going to end up hurting myself. Music is working for now, though. That's good. There is a pattern to this. I know it may not look like it, but there is a plan in place going on here, sort of. I wonder what I should do here. I'm not 100% sure right now. But I think we'll start with maybe this. I don't know. Very hard to try to think, you know, kind of backwards and forwards from kind of the gradient, the pattern you're trying to do. And it's very hard to describe the process, and it's hard to think, you know, and figure out what you're doing. I think we'll make Black Belt proud, and we'll stay up through the night. Alrighty, I think we're about done. Yep, we're very close. So don't fall off. We definitely do not want to fall off. Okay, and then the next layer will be a straight up 2 of just the concrete. What I'm going to do for that, just get this going here. I'm just going to come in here and I'm just going to play tunnel worm, and this will also let me get any blocks that are stuck here that I don't want to lose. So what we should have is a blend of where the concrete comes in and initially mixes with in place of the diorite, the calcite, and we should have a layer of 2 where it's mostly concrete and some calcite, and then we should have just concrete. And that'll either go for 2 layers or it'll go for 4. We don't know yet how many. We need to make sure it looks right and all the colors blend. This could be in the wrong spot. It might have to go where the gray is. If that's the case, we have to redo everything. Because unfortunately, white concrete isn't really white. I know it's supposed to be white. It's supposed to be what it's advertised, but it's gray. At least in this texture pack. And I'm pretty sure it's close to how the texture actually is in actual Minecraft default. I can actually turn off the texture pack and verify this. Which I should, because I should see how this looks without any texture pack. That would not be a bad idea. Ooh, I've got a bunch of calcite out of that by just getting rid of some of this. That's good. Uh-oh. Somehow we've got some sand in here. Now, some people do use the sand, and it is a lighter texture, but I don't like doing that because if any water hits it, then it's going to change, although that could be an interesting way for it to change appearance, and I don't know if it changes under rainwater. I think to really take advantage of that, you'd have to like throw a bucket of water over the side of your structure and see what wants to work or not. See any bad guys down there waiting for us to fall off? Well, they'll already be dead, so it won't matter. I don't see any bad guys tonight. Every once in a while you get a peaceful night. I don't know why. I guess to amplify the terror when you expect it to be peaceful and it's not all of a sudden. Never, I would be doing a pattern of 2 blocks going up randomly. Then other things, it could be a randomized texturing. I get you. I'm trying to do it in rows of 4, and then I'll have 2, and it is similar to what you say. Well, I'll have 2 blocks of one texture going up and then 2 of another. That's kind of what I'm doing too, sort of. Alrighty, I don't know if that's good or bad. Uh-oh, I've got a problem. I gotta figure this out. Why do I have this here? Oh, I put this here so I could get up. I know why. There. Okay. Let's see if that fits. Or if I need to move that down towards the diorite level more. We got good lighting now that the sun's come up, so we'll be able to tell pretty quickly. I don't know. Shoot. All right, we need to take a minute. We need to take a minute and get... Because I don't want to have to keep redoing this. That'll drive me right up the wall. And I don't want to go up the wall. I don't feel like climbing today. Pick up some of our textures down here while we're down here. Well, I saw them a second ago and now they're all gone. That algorithm of Aries is aggressive for sure. Oh, here's one or two here. Okay, so here's our problem. All right, we've got diorite, we've got smooth stone. Let's compare this out here. We need to figure this out. We've got a problem. I got to figure out where this stupid concrete actually fits. So we're going to try that, and then I think I have a diorite block right in here. Yes, sir, Bob. I think it is still lighter than the, because the diorite has black in it. But the gray is overall more dark. Oh, this is really hard. But I think that that's better. But let's try one other design. I think I already did this, but let's look at it again and see. Actually, when all else fails, compare the two next to each other. Why are we making it more difficult than it has to be? Let's see how it looks next to each other. Pardon me for yawning. I know that it's got to go above this polished, smooth stone. That I can tell you for sure. That's a tough one, and I can't tell you which one looks better. It looks odd because of the way it just cuts right off. There's no pattern or texture on it. So it's going to look odd wherever we put it, but I'm really leaning towards squeezing out that calcite and just not having any of that calcite below it. Let's see what it looks like here in the bright sun. That'll give us a bit of a different appearance. I don't know, let me know what you guys think in chat. Is that white darker or lighter than the calcite? That smooth concrete texture. Because having the calcite on top all of a sudden, I'm not sure is working, but I bet you it'll blend in really well if I replace it where I've got calcite here. If I replace that with this, I think it'll look good. And then we just do the blending on top. I'm really leaning towards that. That's what we're going to do. But let me know in the chat what you guys think. The problem with this is it requires a little bit of work, but that's okay. I have the ability to work. We'll just poke out all of the calcite, but we'll leave the diorite. I'm actually hungry, and I don't know why, because I had a bowl of cereal. I mean, why would I be hungry? Well, poo, I already had a bowl of cereal, you know? Could have sworn I saw something moving out there. Am I seeing things? You know, this music reminds me of when I first started playing Minecraft and I would build in creative mode. And there's a track that I seem to always hear all the time, and it was especially when it's after it stormed or before it stormed or whatever. It's very similar in sound to this track. I remember it. That's even more close to it right there, that little part that they just did. Wonder if it's inspired. Let's see if this is even inspired. It might be inspired from something C418 did. It doesn't say who did it. But it definitely sounds like a C418 thing. Well, here's to hoping that all of this extra work will have been worth it. You guys probably remember me doing similar stuff to this when we were in season 4, man. I remember. That's a polished, so we don't need to remove that. Put the boat out of the way. I remember trying to build that broken tower. I'm always going to be a little sad that I never finished it, but I remember building on it. Did you fall asleep on me yet, Barry? Did I put you to sleep? Gotta be getting close to your bedtime. Wow, I'm getting sleepy. This stuff's even putting me to sleep. Ah. You're not sleepy yet, huh? I remember, or do I? It was the broken tower that I had way up there on the hill. You could see the lava in the distance. I had a giant cave underneath. I had a video. It was a really hard video where I was doing some fighting in that cave. That should ring some bells. Bells will be ringing. I don't know why that lyric came into my head all of a sudden. All right, we'll get into our free cam mode here very shortly, and we will see what we can see. I think we filled in most of the holes. We will probably have to plug in, I don't know why I've got smooth stone on me, some diorite to make it look a little better, but I think it's gonna be okay. We're gonna kill off all of our scaffolding. I see a couple places I missed over here. Can't see anywhere else I missed. I've got a bee flying outside of my window. Thankfully, the guys haven't come back, so I'm getting a nice peaceful stream here. Don't have to worry about a bunch of machinery noise. Get rid of these extra blocks we're carrying that we don't need to have with me. They can get rid of this as well. We're not going to be using any more smooth stone until we do the later part, which we're not about to do yet. We're not going to use the concrete powder as it is. We will have to work on that later. Okay, hopefully that's enough white concrete that we can do what we need to do, but we can make another batch of it using my bucket of water and this. Oh, it's 8:10, bedtime is 11 o'clock. Got it. Okay. Sorry for me presuming that it was your bedtime. Getting confused with somebody else, I think. Yes, I have a bucket of water. Of course, the doggy will get a bath, you know. But this is how we turn all this concrete in, or this powder into concrete. Alright, next we need a get our blocks, and we need a free cam mode view so that we can see how we're doing on our work out there. Gotta see how it looks. Yep, quickest, most efficient way of doing it. As far as I know anyway. I'm sure other people have, you know, better methods for handling that stuff. I like to do things a little more manually, a little more old school, a little more, you know, takes a little more effort and work. That's fine by me. I like the grind, you know, I like to work. At least on this stuff, I do. Alright, let's see if free cam can find me any additional, but I gotta get where the creepers can't sneak up and blow me all into pieces. But let's see if free cam can give me any additional blocks. or show me any additional blocks that I might have missed. No. Yes, that works. I like that. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat, but I think that works. That's the effect we wanted. I got one calcite being an eyesore. We do need to blend that smooth stone somehow better, but for some reason it looks better blended now. The layer between the concrete and the diorite look better blended than between the smooth stone and the stone. So I definitely see where I've got some work to do, but that won't be too difficult. I should be able to figure that out. I'll do that probably off camera unless I end up putting it off until and we've got a scattering of polished diorite and you barely even notice it. It just kind of blends in. I don't know how to explain what it's doing. Kind of blends in, so that's good. I like it. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Here's our diorite, or sorry, diorcalcite. We got two. Two calcite. Man, I can't get the word right that we're missing. Yes, this pick is enchanted. The pick has Fortune 3, Efficiency 2, Mending, and Unbreaking. I don't like having a lot of efficiency on the pick because I tend to break things I don't want to break. I don't like it when that happens. I believe there is a mod that allows you to combine all of your stray blocks that come out into one big block combination. I remember seeing about this mod some time ago. I want to look for that. Some kind of way to make it so I don't keep losing blocks because they don't stick together. They're scattered all over the place and I can't get to them. I want them to fall to the earth and be easier to get to. Alright, where is our other calcite that we want to get rid of? I know it's hiding from me somewhere around here. Eat food before sprinting. Okay, I can do that. I can't spot it. I know it's there, but I can't see it. Can you guys see it? So we're going to leave it. We're not going to worry about it. So now we've got the concrete in place. So for the last few layers. Okay, let's get this up here. So for the last couple of layers, we're going to blend the concrete in with the diorite. Just a little better than what we've got here. We don't want this solid line here. That doesn't look good. So, and I'm sure you'll agree with me on that one. I think we're going to run out of scaffolding this time, though. I have a hunch we're about done on the scaffolding. But we've got our cheat move, so we'll use our cheat move and we'll hit the bottom and we'll fill in the hole. We just got to remember before we break the scaffolding to get rid of those fill blocks. I should make them something really bright and annoying colored, you know? Like a piece of cherry wood or something, I don't know. Something bright so I don't ignore it. I see it there. Ah, we've got a torch causing me problems. Okay, well that's easy to fix. While we're down here, we'll go ahead and remove one of these, and I think we'll try something. I'm actually getting sleepy. I didn't sleep good because of all the construction work going on outside, as I posted in the Discord. So I'm having a rough time of it, but I think we're at a good point here. I was going to make this a short stream today. So awesome to get Barry on stream today. It was so nice to see you, Barry. Let's get some kind of a texture that we're not going to be able to ignore on that. Having fun, having a blast today, I think. Let's do some annoying polished andesite. Okay, the 49er has come on stream with an intelligence test. Welcome, 49er. Elden Ring, best game of all time. Arcane, best show of all time. Lord of the Ring, best movies of all time. Agree or disagree? Okay, well, let's dissect this. Arcane series. Trying to think. I'm not sure I have. Let me check this. I'm not remembering by the name Arcane, the series. I am familiar with a lot of different TV series, but that one might have slipped under my radar. Let me see. Arcane, League of Legends. Okay, so is that okay? So that's a League of Legends TV series. I have not tried it yet, so I cannot say anything about Arcane. It is well rated. I'll have to give it a try. I watched things like Black Clover, My Hero Academia. I'm into Good Omens right now. So I don't know about that one. Elden Ring, best game, never played it. Don't know anything about Elden Ring. But I would have to say that as far as an RPG, we're going to have to probably go with Skyrim, Morrowind, or Oblivion, or one of those. Although From Software is an excellent RPG. They've made a lot of great games. And it looks like here it's done by R.R. Martin. Okay, that's pretty impressive. I was not able to get a PlayStation 4 or 5. I only am able to play on PC. So I don't know anything at all about this, but I know that From Software makes some good RPGs, but they are very difficult. If it's anything like Dark Souls, which I'm seeing here, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, those are extremely difficult. And if these are the dark RPGs, then You know, the difficulty level where you get killed if you even take one step in the wrong direction and then being very dark. I don't know if I could say that it would be the best of all time. It would depend. I'd have to play it. I will see if there's a demo for the PC and I'll get back to you on that one. Right now, I don't know. But right now, I'd have to disagree. I would have to say probably Skyrim or Morrowind. But Morrowind's the one I'm more familiar with. I've only started playing Skyrim, but those are older. May not be everybody's cup of tea. Lord of the Rings best movies, that one I will agree with. Lord of the Rings was good. I wouldn't say that if you watch the Lord of the Rings movies, you never watched any other movie, you'd be happy. I would say you'd have to add the Harry Potter movies. You'd have to add the original Crow. The movies, you know, there's tons of them. There's a whole bunch of them. Deadpool, you know, you'd have to add that. So movies would be a little trickier. But as far as a movie franchise and series, I have to say Lord of the Rings, they did an epic job with that fantasy series. I'd love to see more epic fantasies done that way. I don't think we get enough. And they were really well done. They really stand out even today. I want to watch them again, but I want to watch the extended ones. The ones that are like 5 or 6 hours instead of just the normal 2 or 3. Those are what I'm more interested in seeing now. See all the behind the scenes stuff. But Harry Potter is always going to have a place in my heart too, because I was really into those stories, and then when they did the movie, they did a pretty good job with the movie, and I was pretty impressed. So I don't know how I passed or failed on your intelligence test, but please let me know. If I have like a 60 or 70 IQ, I can live with that. And thank you for the interesting discussion topic. I will look into the Arcane series if I can tonight. I would be curious to check it out. I've heard a lot about League of Legends and people really like that game series, so definitely one that I want to check out. I never got to play League of Legends, and I got kind of tired after Raid Shadow Legends of all of the pay-to-play. Wow, that's interesting. So when you hit a scaffolding with your boat, it breaks the scaffolding and kicks you out of your boat. I didn't know that. It got me killed. That's a new one that I never even encountered before. Let me know in the chat if you guys ever saw that before. Getting killed off of your boat from scaffolding. I wonder if that's a bug or if that's a feature. I don't really care that I die, but it is annoying. I don't like to be having to go through all this shuffling my content around here. All my stuff around. Alright, so that should organize me. Let me know how I did on your test 49er, and thank you for stopping by. It's awesome to meet you, man. Hopefully I did okay. I'll be happy if I have an average. If I'm anywhere above 50, I'll be happy. I'll be especially happy if I'm above 60 or 70. That'll fit me pretty good. Hello, spider. How are we doing today? Oh, really? Why are you attacking me? Daytime. You're not supposed to attack during the day. Didn't you get the memo? You're only supposed to attack at night. Apparently you did not get the memo. Don't see any other bad guys to deal with right now. Okay, so we've got this in. I don't think it's quite set up where we want it, but now let's plug in the concrete that we want to plug in here, and hopefully 49er hasn't left and will let me know how my answers were. If anybody in the chat has an opinion, just go ahead and post, let me know. Let me know how I did on this quiz. So here is the question. Do I bring down the calcite or bring up? I think I bring up the concrete because I'm going to have another 2 layers at least of the calcite. by itself. So I think I bring up the concrete is the best way to do this. What a silly death. All right, I'm just gonna do a little scattered here and there stuff. I'm going to try a non too wide variation this time, see if I like that or don't like that, because right now I don't know. Well, that won't work because I have to go there. Okay. Didn't give myself a lot of room for a bit of a gradient. Just about time to wrap up and go for a run. I gotta go find some more music for us to listen to. Well, I assume 49er has left the stream or is unable to post right at the moment for some reason or other. I was curious to know how I stacked up on his little quiz. I guess I'll have to wait to see. I did watch the series that was, I believe it's based off the Dungeons and Dragons lore. My mind went blank though, but it's the animated series that's on Amazon Prime right now, and it's very bloody, but I really enjoyed it. It's really good. Had good humor to it. Very adult, but very good. Memory blank, can't recall the title, but I've been watching that and enjoying it quite a bit. I also have been watching Invincible, and that's very good as well. Very, again, very dark, but again, very good, and I've been enjoying that one. I have not tried Gen V. I didn't make it through the boys yet. And I know there's another season of Doom Patrol. I have to get into that as well. That's important because I really like. I read the comics, so I like the Doom Patrol stuff. Hoping they'll do another season of Peacemaker. That was fun. Okay, I am having a bit of trouble here. Can't really reach out far enough. Okay, so I think that's all we need to do here. And it just needs maybe a little pinch more of the concrete and less of the dye right here because we're blending it in. So now we'll go through and do another layer and see if we can't figure out a way to make this look good. Which now brings us into the double, which I was trying to avoid, but let's see if it looks better or worse. We know what the single looks like now, so. I wonder if somebody has an air conditioner running out there. That's what I'm hearing. I hear something rattling and running out there, but I can't tell what it is. I wonder if perhaps this should be swapped around and maybe made this way. I don't want to get too repetitive, trying to not repeat too much. Alrighty. Getting somewhere, but I'm not sure where yet. I'm going to go ahead and remove that one, poke in one of these. Should try to get outside the structure and see if I can get my hands on some more of this calcite that we've now removed. Don't want to fall again. That was painful. We don't want to go through that again, man. Okay. Let's see. This one we can probably expand to there. Let's do it this way. How about that? And we need some music. We are out of tunes. Alrighty. Okay, I think... Oh, we've got a bit of an issue here. Probably swap these two around. I think it's getting a little too repetitive, but I don't know what I could really do to change it better. Trying not to be too similar on all the different parts, but it's tough. All right, let's go into free cam mode and see what we've accomplished. I'm not 100% sure here. This part here is not going to work. Straight across from me. Too much calcite. All right, I think that will do it. Yeah, so that's about the right amount of height that we want on the layer. I got another one here that's too much right where I'm standing. I need to fix that, but the rest is okay. And then I think, actually, I'm probably just going to go jump right into the last bit being Cal said, about 2 layers worth, and then call that a day. I don't think I want to do any different than that. Yeah, right here is the problem. Not sure a solution at the moment. Probably take this one and replace, say, this one. See how that does. I can live with that. That'll work. That is looking so much better. I am pleased with that. I'm glad we moved it down. That is a good note to end on the stream tonight. I didn't find out how well I did on this quiz, but that's okay. I wanted to know, but if I don't know, I don't know. My boat is gone. I don't know where my boat went. It must have blown up or something. All right, well, let's take a nap, see if there's any blocks we can pick up anywhere that are available to me. And now our next step is to just add on the calcite at the top, and that completes the structure. One more thing before I forget. We got to break these blocks we left up here before we go anywhere. Once the calcite's in place, we'll figure out some blending later. I don't know how much we're going to do, but I'm not going to worry a lot about it. Just going to do a little bit. And I hear spiders coming after me. Hungry, hungry spiders instead of hungry, hungry hippos. Well, go ahead and kill yourself, Mr. Spider. That's fine by me. Where are you anyway? You're very close. I can hear you. What spider makes that kind of noise, I wonder? Yeah, you're in the same boat as me, Barry, but I tell you what, man, let's make a pact. Now that you got a job and I'm going to be getting one, we need to get ourselves each a PlayStation 5. Or if you prefer the new Xbox. And play this game and see if it's worth anything. I'm curious. I don't know about you. Probably too difficult. It's probably going to be one of those really hard, you know, games. You know, basically it's a game that runs in what's similar. It's like playing Minecraft in hardcore mode. That's basically what it probably is. It's probably very much like that. Like a very hardcore, easy to die, very frustrating type experience. But I am not somebody who shies away from a challenge, and I'm definitely curious about this game, so I would be willing to give it a try and find out if I like it. Well, miraculously, we've only lost one piece of scaffolding so far. Let's see if we find any other blocks anywhere, but I think we've got all the blocks we can pick up that'll let me have. We're going to plop these last bits of calcite that I've got. It'll be our last bit of calcite there at the top. It's our last task of the afternoon. And then we're going to take a look at our achievements and see what we've got going on there. See if we're happy with what we did. Oh dear, I keep falling off cliffs. I am not a mountain goat. I never did get, the librarians really up and running in this world. I just have the basics. I need to get feather falling and some of the other stuff. Lord of the Ring books have have some absolutely fantastic concepts, though. Love that, yeah. Great books. No, there's no rabbits spawning in my tower. It looks like I'm getting spiders, though. Does that count at all? Can we call spiders bunny rabbits? I really like how this has come out. I'm really happy with it. I think it's going to be a good build. So here we go. We've got 3.5 stacks. I don't know how far this is going to get me. We're going to see what we can do. I appear to have killed or lost my boat. So, before we do anything else, let's see if we have an extra boat anywhere I can nab and have on me. If I was black belt, I would just do an NLG, but I am not quite that skilled. I don't want to run all the way back to the house, so I'm going to be lazy and make a boat right here. So apparently when I fell in the scaffolding, it killed my boat. It destroyed it because it's not here anymore. I didn't know scaffolding could kill boats. That could be an interesting mechanic for some kind of a redstone contraption. You could theoretically set it up so that a villager is in a boat and it hits the scaffolding and gets broken out of there and stuck into its job block, maybe. I don't know. Looks like the golem decided to hang out with the horse again today. Let's go take a look. I love having this ability to do this now. Yep. Hanging out with the horse. I don't see any bad guys around. I did see a brief sparkle down here. Another one of those guys who showed up. No, that's not going to be concrete. That's going to be, excuse me, calcite. Let's move the concrete out of here so we don't make a mistake. And the diorite out of here so we don't make a mistake. I never would have thought that I would ever use calcite to this extent. I never thought I would build a lighthouse, you know. It's slightly larger scale than it really should be, but I'm pleased with it, you know. Now I think we've got like a layer of, is that 3? I think that's 3. Could be 2. If it's 2, then we should do another layer of 3, and if it's 3, we should do a layer of 2. I'm just going to go ahead and do another layer of 3 if I have enough blocks. And that will finish our tower, and we'll get into free cam. We'll take a picture and see what we've got. I don't even think I've seen any rabbits, Barry, unless I was out in the desert. I don't think I've seen many rabbits. I think I did see some out in the desert when I was doing stuff with Kiro. Haven't been a lot of bunny rabbit exposure around here, though. Alright, so this is all we got left, so let's try 2. You know what I really want right now, more than anything in the world right now? Well, not anything in the world. Let's retract that statement. You know what I want right now, more than anything else, that I could theoretically, realistically have, not theoretically, but realistically have right now, something that would be within my budget, that I would love to have right now. You know what it would be? I want to go to Wendy's and get a Baconator and fries. That's what I want. I'm not going to do it, but I really want it. I want to be responsible with my finances. I have not had a hamburger in, I don't even know how long. And I haven't had Baconator or the Tavern Burger, which is even better and even longer. I'll put a bug in my dad's ear because our original agreement for when I help him to work is that he pays for occasionally once a month or so to go out to eat, but he hasn't been doing it. But our finances have been, well, their finances. I need to stop associating myself. My parents have their path. I have my path. It's their finances. But anyway, their finances aren't very good right now, so I don't really like to bug them about stuff like that. But I might. I think I deserve it. I worked hard. Still working hard. We'll see. I'll let you guys know if I manage to finagle a hamburger and fries. Alright, let's enter into free cam and see what we've got. We'll go over here. We can look out the window. Alrighty, here we go. The reveal. Finished lighthouse height. Then there's going to be the dome on top, and where the lights are going to be, I think it's perfect, except for this line right here, which we'll work on with some smooth stone. I can do that off stream. But otherwise, folks, I don't think this could be more beautiful than it currently is. I really like this. I don't know why I like it so much, but I really like it. I actually even don't mind this line here because it works with that line there, but we're not going to keep it. Let's see if there's any blocks we can pick up. I see a few blocks, so let's really quickly get out of here and get our blocks before they go despawn on me. Keep breaking my legs all the time, I swear. And then I think we're going to go to the chat, and I know Barry's going to be thinking about pizza unless I got him started on thinking about hamburgers. But we're going to do our last bit of chatting, and then I'm going to try to go for a run if I have the time. I don't know that I do. Got it. Believe that's all the blocks that we spotted. We better run really quick to the house before the bad guys come blow up on me. I won't survive very many hits. I will die quickly. That kid screamed and made me jump out of my skin. Gradient needs a little more, huh? Oh, where does it need more, Barry? Let me know in the chat where you think it needs a little more work. Or if you're just agreeing with where the line is, and I agree with you, and I'm going to work on that. But we did it. It is done. Really happy with that. I'm going to use that as a backdrop as we get ready to exit here. Let's see. I'm going to try free cam for this. Now, if I press the right button, I can control the character and I can talk at you and move around a bit. Let's see if I can do it. Alrighty, well, let's see if I can find you. There you are. I got a cursor on the screen. I don't like that. Let's see if I can remove it. There you go. Okay. So, Barry thinks I need a little more gradient work here, and that, of course, is on the agenda. Can I walk like this? Oh, this is really trippy. But I like the camera view. It works. Where are you guys at? There you go. Okay, yeah. I want to thank you guys for hanging with me on the chat. This really is one of my biggest projects, or the biggest projects that I've really worked on, and I'm getting very close to completing it. Hopefully next week we can see the top of this done and finish the lighthouse. That's just decoration, and I'll try to make some episodic content around that as well. But that's the plan for right now. I'm going to read what Barry stated about the gradients, and we're going to exit into chat. And then I'm going to get ready and go for a barefoot run tonight. I'm excited. And I don't like to exercise. I'm actually excited about this. So, and then I guess I got to get ready to go to work. So I want to thank you guys for joining, and I will see you guys hopefully next week. There's always a possibility of a Wednesday stream, but no guarantees. And I haven't been able to do one in a while. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what I'm doing with Twitch. I am working on a video. I don't know when it will get released. I'm sorry that my releases are not very consistent. And yeah, if you want to help stay on my case that I make sure I get that application and turn it in by the end of the week to the restaurant that's just within walking distance of where I'm sitting right now, then please do so at the Discord. I could use the help. Appreciate it. All right, we're going into chat right now. Don't know how that's going to work when I come back into that. And hello, J-Knock. Welcome to the stream. We are just closing up. I am getting ready to go out for a run. How are you doing tonight, sir? You agree with the line. Okay, yeah. So that's what we got to work on. I don't know what I'm doing with anything, LOL. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry to hear that, dude. Well, fill me in on how you're doing in the chat. I'm going to put stuff away, and I'll talk at you a little bit while I get ready to go for my run. But yeah, let me know how you're doing in the chat, man. And watch the stream. Go back a little bit if you want to see what we're working on. It's not super entertaining. We're just working on a gradient right now. But if you're curious, then you can see what we're doing. Good. Just done with dinner. Okay, what'd you have for dinner? Okay, I need my other. Oh man, you're gonna make me jealous. I was just telling Barry how I want a hamburger and fries. I want to go to Wendy's and get that tavern burger or the pub special or whatever. Sky? What's the sky about? Just hit me on Discord? Okay, go ahead and take a shower. See you on later. Okay. All right. It's nice to talk to you, J-Knock. Nice to hang with you, J-Knock and Barry. And we had a brief visit from two others today. Memory blanked out on me again, but it was nice seeing you guys as well. I want to thank you guys for joining us on the stream, and I will see you in. You got a screenshot. Oh, cool. Glad you got a screenshot. Okay. Well, I will see you guys on the next stream, and thank you guys for joining. And yeah. Oh, and look for some information on the Happy Hippo Kratom. There's going to be an affiliate link as soon as I do all of my, get all the paperwork done, I-9s and all the other legal stuff, and I know what I can do. But keep an eye out for that link on future videos. I can give you access to a really good quality product through that if you need something to help you manage pain. And as far as I know, it's safe. I'm not a medical expert or anything, so you can't take it as medical advice. But as far as I know, my own personal experience, it's safe. It's an effective pain reliever if you got a lot of chronic pain, and I'll be able to get you guys a link to that. So yeah, I'll be doing that hopefully in the next few months. But I'll thank you guys for joining. I'll see you in the next stream. Catch you later.